My name is Bennett, here to bring you a recap of the IGL Destiny Farewell Tournament Qualifiers. To jump to gameplay, feel free to skip ahead. So let's start off in the round of 64, or 52 in this case. IMBSK has a bye, Detrimental takes out Vis Major 3-0, Oblivion over Kicked from Orbit 3-0, and the Monsters 3-0 over the Red Jacks. Next up, a bye for 13 Angles and Can I Have the Chairs? Well, the Demons 3-0 over Pickup Team and Samir Gaming 3-1 over iPressure. Flex Like OUU has a bye. Imagine That Though takes Team Caliber 3-0, Oblivion 3-0 to T2F, and Yeet 3-0s the Leviathans. Next up, the Kitty Witties have the bye, while Blankets win 3-1 over Envy, Settings 3-2 over Terrible Aims, and the Roasted Angels beat LOTG. BSK has the bye, but Contemporary 2 wins 3-0 against Forsake, B 3-2 against the Master Baiters, and D2 up 3-1 on Ordain. Pana's Disciples winning 3-0 on first round boys, while Alliteration steals Sinister's Thunder with a 3-0 win, buys for the other teams. The Wall has a bye, Unknown Talent over Animosity 3-0, GG Army 3-0 over Kinjas, and Some Deadlies over Vision. Finally, Visual with the bye, as well as the 3.8 Iron Lords, but Requiem taking the 3-0 on Saurus, with Insignia going 3-0 on Pang. And now time for round 2. IMBSK with the 3-0 win on Detrimental, while the Monsters 3-1 against Oblivion. The Demons winning against 13 Angles 3-0, and Can I Have the Chairs with a 3-0 victory over Samir Gaming. Imagine That with a 3-1 win over Flex Like OUU, and Oblivion 2.0 winning a close 3-2 game against Yeet. Kitty Witties win 3-0 against the Blankets, and Roasted's Angels defeat Settings 3-0 as well. To the other side, D2 3-0s B, and let's take a closer look at BSK versus Contemporary 2, taking them on in a best of 5 and shocking them with their speed and team movement to quickly take the first 2 games.
And here's Drop Bodies coming through to add insult to injury. That's 2 kills with the Storm Trance, 3 kills with the Storm Trance, and Drop Bodies on a 10 kill streak with that super.
With BSK hitting all of their shots, it was tough for Contemporary to get anything going, even when they did get a super or 2.
Have a triple cap.
Oh my god, he's missing all of his hammers.
He hasn't hit
God,
many
Geb,
of those, but there's 2 though, 2 taking out Geb and Defilement.
Bomb Squad Kittens used the opening 2 rounds of this tournament to make a statement that they belong in the finals, and at this point, nobody watching would dispute that. Bomb Squad Kittens take it in a 3-0 sweep. It wouldn't be as easy though for B-2 or Sinister, with B-2 winning in a 3-1, and Sinister taking 3-2 for their win. Next up, Animosity has a tough climb, but manages to top the wall 3-2, while Some Deadlies faced with a blizzard. That's a DQ for GG Army as the team falls apart. Visual 3-0's Requiem, and the year 3.8 Iron Lords finish it up with a win over Insignia 3-0. Time for round 3. The combined team of IMBSK faces their toughest matchup so far against the unheralded Monsters. Monsters start with surprising aggression, taking and holding the lead for the opening minutes of Game 1.
Has that super primed and ready to go, and now pushing down Main Street, where all of the Monsters are, but he's super weak. He's gonna have to be careful there.
Aaron Rubinchik with a nice flank and gets that made.
Strong starter, no. All good things must eventually come to an end. By the halfway mark, IMBSK's pulled themselves together, soaring ahead to double-digit leads and starting to look like the team we expected to see at the beginning of this match, going so far as to take 10 unanswered kills for the strength of the Wolf medal. IMBSK is rolling.
The strength of the Wolf.
Wow.
The situation has definitely changed. 10 unanswered kills.
After that, it was time to rack up some kill streaks and maybe a little bit of montage material as IMBSK takes Game 1.
Made in America going off right now with 2 more kills, 5 kill streak. He's got a super chart.
Game 2, Rusted Lands. If you thought the Monsters were gonna go down without a fight, boy, were you mistaken.
Now he's out of range, running through that Storm Nade, not able to do it. Nova Phantoms coming in with the final kill, and then another Well, Aaron takes out Lil Sonic across the map.
I don't believe it. The Monsters now have a triple cap on IMBSK.
That's right, the Monsters launched just as quickly into zone control with the triple cap, along with the same aggression and slaying that they started with in Game 1, jumping out to a 500-point lead by the 7-minute mark. But that is about as far as IMBSK would let them take it. They decided it's time for them to make a little bit of a rally.
There you go, and we've seen these guys play, and we know that they get a little bit of momentum behind them, and all of a sudden, you can't stop it. Sometimes even without
Right, and this is
here's the triple cap starting.
This is the momentum. This is the IMBSK way. Start a little slow, then get it rolling, baby.
IMBSK brings the score back to even with the Monsters, but the Monsters are not going down without a fight.
Moving back down to Zone B, Nova.
Uh-oh.
Here comes Nova. That's a triple from Nova Phantoms with the Storm Trance. America and IMBSK absolutely need to get that cap on Zone C and hold Zone B. Here come two members. This should be big. That's a big double down. The Monsters aren't going to be able to do it, and IMBSK comes back from such a deficit to win this game in the last second.
With that heartbreaking loss, it's time to move on to Game 3 on Burning Shrine, Clash. IMBSK starts strong here, jumping out to a bit of a lead and holding it for the first few minutes of the match. Monsters won't let anyone put them down though and keep playing until the very end, pulling the score out within just a few hundred multiple times throughout this match.
Another hammer already out from Aaron, though, getting 3. That is a triple down with the Hammer of Soul from Aaron Rubinchick.
Despite their best try, the Monsters were unable to come up with that round 3 win, and IMBSK advancing to the quarterfinals in a 3-0 sweep over the Monsters. Next up, it's the Demons versus Can I Have the Chairs. Here we see a player versus player rematch from the D2 beta tournament between C-Spooky and Terminator. C-Spooky and the Demons come out in spades though in the first round, asking what's in a team name, showing them that whatever it is, they don't care, easily taking Game 1 in a rout. Round 2, the Chairs decided it was time to play. They start trading the lead back and forth with the Demons, battling it out for map control, but eventually losing that control, as the Demons showed they had no problem jumping back and forth between zones for the entire match. Even after a few misplaced supers from both teams, the Demons end up going up 2-0. Now on to round 3, and it's back and forth once more, with the Demons emerging with and holding the lead thanks to early super action.
Here comes the smash. He got a double with the smash.
Just barely got a trip.
That being said, Terminator and Can I Have the Chairs were never really out of this one, fighting their way back from a deficit with some great map control and individual plays. Terminator and C-Spooky also started seeing more and more of each other, with Spooky ruining 2 or 3 of Terminator's chances for his supers.
And another smash.
He had that ready.
Spooky taken out Terminated once again out of his Hammer of Soul with that Fist of Havoc.
Despite that, the Chairs are still within a few hundred points as we drop under 4 minutes to play.
This is coming down to the very last kill.
From that point on, it was time for C-Spooky to get even farther into Terminator's head and help his team win the match.
Couple kills there too. Starting to open it up though. Oh, and there he is again on Terminator.
God.
Not that hammer. Here it comes, here it comes. He's got one next to him, but he missed him with that
Twice,
sun
and
charge,
then
he gets taken out.
Loses the game because of it. He just barely missed the sun charge.
And with that final play, the Demons take the match, 3-0. Next, Imagine That takes on Oblivion, and Imagine That rolls to a 3-0 win to move on. Kitty Witties taking on Roasted's Angels and the Kitty Witties, also 3-0 sweep. On the other side, Bomb Squad Kittens overtaking D2 in yet another 3-0 sweep. And to change things up, Be Modest squeaks out a narrow victory over Sinister, 3-2. And Animosity finishing up 3-0 over some deadlies. And finally, Year 3.8 Iron Lords 3-2 against Visual in a tough match, but with that, our quarterfinalists are the Bomb Squad Kittens, B-Modest 2, Animosity, the Year 3.8 Iron Lords, IMBSK, Demons, Imagine That, and the Kitty Witties. Thanks to everyone who came out and participated in the qualifiers, and we'll see everyone on August 13th at 1 p.m. for the finals.